Today has been a great day. I was thinking about the immune system today. I was thinking about some of my friends who have autoimmune symptoms going on. Counterintuitive ways to decrease your autoimmune symptoms. One of the best ways to do that is through weight training. When we lift weights, let's go over it. Diabetes type 2. One of the best ways to regress diabetes type 2, which is totally reversible, is through weight training. What we do when we weight train is we reduce our inflammation incredibly much so. We actually activate the immune system, but most importantly, we are allocating and making sure that our sugars are going into the right places. This is so important when it comes to immune function. We want to make sure that we are keeping our sugars at a baseline as best as possible because the body and the immune system is already doing a whole bunch of stuff. So it's also a counterintuitive approach. When you are weight training, you're basically giving your body a lot of heat. It's already under heat, but when we give it heat, like going in a sauna, we actually train our bodies to cool themselves down. We train our autonomic nervous system to help regulate itself. So weight training is the most powerful way to do that, in my opinion. It has done wonderful things for me and my inflammation and probably countless of other people too. But most importantly is to realize how to recover from that workout. How do you recover from breaking and ripping down the muscle? And years ago, I was overtraining. I didn't understand amino acids and how to properly eat when you start weight training. When you start weight training, your body needs food. You need iron, zinc, taurine, carnitine, creatine. You're not going to be able, unlike any other exercise, weight training is the most degrading on the body, but it really teaches you how to recover. Sleep, if I were to stay up late on a day that I weight trained really hard, my body would get sick because we need to maximize recovery. When we're weight training, you are accelerating the recovery process if you can maximize the recovery. So our animal-based proteins is the best way to recover from working out. That's why I eat ground beef almost every single day. For other reasons is it makes me feel great, but it's already broken down. And the thing is, a lot of people say that red meat and stuff like that is heavy on the digestive system, and it can be, but most of the time when we're struggling with autoimmune disease or hormone issues, our stomach acid in our stomach is null and void. We don't have the proper acidity and juices, enzymes, everything, whatever you want to call it, to break down that food. We want to build a robust digestion because we do have robust digestions. When our stomach acid is there and ready to go, we can break down anything. And so exercise is the number one way to produce the proper stomach acids, being that we're getting enough other, minerals like salt and things like that. High quality salt, I put some high quality salt in my water, and that's how I stay hydrated. It has other minerals in it. But really, that is the best way to reduce your autoimmune symptoms, is to learn how to weight train. And you don't have to lift very heavy. I don't lift very heavy at all. I did in the beginning of my journey until I started switching off and only training my nervous system. I am always only focused on my nervous system. I don't go into the gym to lift for muscles. I lift for muscle contractions, but I lift according to what my nervous system is communicating with me at that time. I call it intuitive weight training. But the best way to do that is to keep a steady pace with your training. So today I only lifted 25% of what I was capable of, because yesterday I lifted a little bit more. Today my focus was just muscle contractions, blood flow, and movement. So you don't have to go into the gym, especially when you're weight training. You want to be, if you have autoimmune disease, you want to be consistent with your training, but you want to be conscious that you're backing off at the proper times too. You don't always want to be pushing yourself to the maximum degree. And overtraining is a big thing, especially for women. Our immune systems, we have higher rates of autoimmune, so we struggle with things like that. But it's important to know that your body is strong, and weight training is a lot to learn. You're not going to learn it in a day or two. It's like learning a whole different language, and there's still stuff that I don't know, of course, because I don't know, I'll never know everything or whatever. But you just go in there, you pick two good exercises, one for your legs, stuff that you really like, one for your legs and one from your upper body. So one upper and one lower body. You stick with that, take your time, engage, put your conscious awareness in all of the muscle groups that you can. If you start lifting and you're only picking up in a specific area, drop your weight. Focus on just the muscle contraction. So if I'm doing just a nice little shoulder press, I don't want it to be heavy as shit. I'm shaking, okay? I want it to just be conscious. I'm consciously moving this weight up. It's a little bit heavier than my body weight. I'm just contracting my muscles. I'm paying attention to how my back feels, how my chest feels, how everything. I'm paying attention to my abdomen. And, you know, in that way, when we're able to recover from the weight training, I believe it's one of the best and fastest ways to, you know, to get and regain strength in the body, to regain strength in the immune function. And yeah, and it's just one day at a time, really. But animal proteins and fatty acids, I mean, they're so important. So if you start training, don't leave those out. It takes a lot for you to get bulky. A lot of women think that they're going to start getting bulky because they start lifting weights. It's not the case. You'd have to eat so much. And it would take a lot of work for you to really put on a lot of muscle. And muscle's always going to burn more fat than anything else. So keep going. Like, share, subscribe. If you like this video, that's all I got. Good luck.